So good evening, everybody. It's Rashida Strober. I'm the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. I am the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the first platform in history to fight to end colorism and what I call darkism. I started this movement, the first in history, in 1998 and called it dark skin activism and called myself the dark skin activist. I have written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. The books include Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is also, there's a play that I do called The Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. My other books include Token Dark Girl, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark skinned females, and Darkism, among others. My work consists of me writing plays and books and doing darkism talks only about dark skin. And around 2010, I introduced the very first colorism dark skin platform to YouTube. I blew up in 2015 with a post that I made calling out Kendrick Lamar's darkism. Black people said I was crazy as hell, but then they started to copy all of my work, taking it back to their channels, which they had not previously focused on colorism. A lot of these females and some males switched up their content to Rashida Strober's content, but they never gave me my credit. But that's how you get the topic of colorism and dark skin on social media and even on reality TV today. Okay, that's a brief introduction to who I am. You guys can go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com, and you can find out more information about me. You can Google Rashida Strober, and you can easily find out more information about me. But this live is inspired. This live is inspired by a good brother named Operation Exodus, Mississippi, aka Angel Snup Snup 7, aka Reality's Temple on Earth. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I want y'all to know why I'm talking about this. And it's so funny. They say great minds think alike. I'm back again to talk about this because I really do want to give honor to this brother. I think he has a lot of say so in the matter because he's an example of a person, and I'm just trying to go to where I have his channel here. I pulled it up right there. I actually included his information in the description to this live. And you'll also see a sister named Sister Noble's information because when I did my live earlier, I talked about my brother and how he inspired the live. And then Sister Noble came in the chat, and then I started promoting their work because I think it's important. So now I'm doing this live because I want to make sure I match a visual with what I was saying because I was using my cell phone. And of course, I can't do all the screen sharing and I can't show you what I'm telling you about. And so I kind of want to just come back on here and do a round two of that because, you know, like I'm saying, let me just go to the brother's. He has 2 YouTube channels here. Give me a second here, y'all. I'm gonna find it. We're gonna get this right. I was actually going to talk about how I resent Father's Day. I was gonna wait for Father's Day to do it, but then Reality Temple on Earth, aka Angel Snup Snup 7, aka Exodus, Mississippi. I got a notification from one of his videos, and I'm going to screen share right so you guys can see, and you guys could go to this brother's channel and make sure you subscribe. And I gotta also, I'm just pulling up his channels right now. That's what I'm doing. That's why I haven't shared the screen. And this is very impromptu because I want you to visually see his channel and what I'm talking about. His video was so powerful that I decided I'm not going to wait to talk about this on Father's Day. I'm going to talk about this right now. And that's why earlier when y'all seen me make that video is because of the anger and the resentment that I wanted to go on ahead and get on out. So this is our brother's Reality's Temple on Earth. This is his YouTube channel right here. Okay. I want you guys to make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. I'm copying and pasting it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in the chat so you guys can see where to go to. So it's called Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. And then the brother has another channel, Operation Exodus Mississippi Campaign. Go and check this brother out. But I'm gonna tell you what put fire under my bones today. Like I said, I had already put in my head that I was gonna talk about these motherfuckers who want recognition for being a father. I was gonna talk about their motherfucking ass. I was gonna wait till Father's Day to come. But then, like I said, I saw the brother Angel Snup 7 video on the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. And I said, let me, it put some fire under my ass to talk about it right then and there. Okay. So, that's what it is. And I want you guys to go and make sure you subscribe to this brother. Very, very, very powerful individual with a lot of wonderful ideas and a lot of wonderful things to say. So please go and make sure you subscribe. I'm also going to throw up while I'm talking. I'm going to have our sister Noble. I'm going to have her book called God is on Trial up as well, because the sister came into the chat earlier, and then I kind of veered off into speaking about her and acknowledging her and everything that she's going through. So I'm going to keep this up because I want you guys to support her and buy her book, God is on Trial. I've been had my copy since last year. You need to get yours. I'm smiling because I was up on it before, I was up on it before a lot of people. God is on Trial. So make sure y'all go and get the sister book, and make sure y'all go support her at her Cash App as well. And I put her Cash App in the description to this live as well. So the brother Angel Snup 7, aka Reality's Temple on Earth, aka Operation Exodus Mississippi, I felt like when he speaks about this issue of the black males in terms of fathers in the black community not handling their business, I feel like, in my humble opinion, a man that doesn't have children, that hasn't ran all over the place being sexually irresponsible, I feel like what he says has more teeth. He is the type of man that's childless, or a black man that is actually fulfilling their father role. They have more teeth when it comes down to speaking on the issue of the irresponsibility of the black man in the black community not taking care of their responsibility. And then, you have this holiday of Father's Day coming around, when these fathers, a lot of them who have not taken care of their responsibility, they expect to be praised. They expect for somebody to bow down to you. And you have to question, and I like Angel Snup 7 and Operation Exodus Mississippi, Reality's Temple on Earth. Those are all the names that he goes by. I like your assessment, because what you are doing is taking these men to task. And sometimes it takes a person looking at you from the outside looking in to look at you and say, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. You're not correct in your assessment. You're not you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I also believe that this, bro, I don't know if he wants me to, but I think it's a great thing. Angel Snup 7, aka Operation Exodus Mississippi, aka Reality's Temple on Earth, is also working on a book about this man. Has a magnificent story. Just as God is on Trial is a magnificent book by Sister Noble. Our brother has a magnificent story of overcoming, of using his intellect, of using his brain to overcome the abuses, the darkism, the racism in the mental health system. And his story, once I heard about it a couple of years ago, I was captivated. That's why I tell y'all, make sure y'all go over there. Y'all need to subscribe to the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Y'all need to subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, because I am sure that when he completes his book, which is a powerful story of overcoming, y'all gonna want that book, because I want the book. And I know it's not even written yet, but I think his story is amazing. And so, the thing is this. He is the type of brother that can speak to you and tell you, look, you are not standing up to your responsibilities as a man. You are not being the father you need to be. You are running around here, being sexually irresponsible. And, hold on one second, y'all. Uh-oh, I hear myself back. I hope this ain't mess up my video. Hold on one second. I hope this ain't mess up my video, y'all. I just realized that I had this part right here. I didn't mute it. But anyway, I hope it didn't mess up the video. But I feel like a brother like Angel Snup Snup 7, Reality's Temple on Earth, Operation Exodus Mississippi, has the authority to check you brothers that are not doing right by your kids, and to check you brothers. Y'all be the same ones that want y'all kids to come to y'all and to worship and praise y'all, to say Happy Father's Day. You understand? And if your kids don't say it to you, you feel slighted. But then you the same ones that didn't take care of your kids. You the same ones that some of y'all, I know some people that have light-skinned daughters and dark-skinned daughters, and they favor the light-skinned daughter or the brown-skinned daughter over the dark-skinned daughter. You the same ones, you have not been a good father. But you want these kids to come and praise and worship you when you have not been accountable. People, that doesn't make any sense. That don't make any sense. And y'all need to go and y'all need to listen to this brother video that he made earlier. I'm thinking that it's still on his channel, The Reality's Temple on Earth, and go listen to what he's saying. I know that sometimes it's hard to hear the criticism in the Black community. We just want to be told that everything is going to be all right. We want to feel good. That's why a lot of us go to church. Okay. A lot of us go to church on Sunday morning or through the weekday to Bible study or whatever the case may be, because we want our egos massaged. We want to feel good. We essentially want to be lied to. But what you want to hear is sometimes what you don't need to hear. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes there are things that you need to hear that will help you, that will serve you, that will make you into a better person. You understand? We all need constructive criticism. Okay? There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. And when I was listening to our brother's video today, and I don't, it's a funny thing, because I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I don't be getting a lot of the notifications for the people that I'm subscribed to. But I listened to this brother today, and I can't remember which video it was. All I know is it was something about Father's Day. And it's a message that I feel that needs to be heard. I feel that these Black men that are not taking care of their kids, I feel and I know that they need to be taken to task. Okay? They need to be told, hey, you're wrong. They need to be told that you need to do better. And some of them, I will tell you that some of them do need support. I'm putting Reality Temple on Earth Ministry. I'm putting his channel links in the description. So y'all need to go make sure y'all subscribe to this brother channel, because You're right. Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. You said Black fathers have failed the Black community. You know, he said the latest is on Reality's Temple on Earth. They have, and they failed. They failed. A lot of them want to be seen as important or as stars of the Black community, but they're not interested in being seen as important or stars in the raising of their children. You know, a lot of them want to hop up on social media, for example, because now you can get your 15 minutes of fame, you can get your stardom. You know what I'm saying? You can get that on YouTube. Now, I've actually pinned this brother's channel at the top of my chat here, so y'all could just go there and click on that link and subscribe to his channel, and you can see the video that inspired me. You know, they don't want to spend that same time and investment in impressing their kids. They worry about impressing the people on social media, or impressing people on a job, or impressing some chick so that they can go and have another baby and have to pay all this child support. But you're not worried about impressing maybe the baby's mom and marrying her and building a solid family and being a role model for your kids and being in the home. I remember back in the day, couples stayed together for the kids. And people try to clown people for that. Oh, they stand together. I wouldn't stay together for no kids. But you got to think about the level of integrity and maturity and respect that a couple that, you know, had to have for their kids in order to say, you know what, we may not get along, but we're going to duke this on out. We're going to stick this on out until these kids grow up and they out the house. And I can respect that. I can totally respect that, because they've come to the understanding and agreement that we brought these kids into this world and we're going to raise them as a family. We don't have that any fucking longer in the current Black community. We don't have that. I got to drink some of my apple juice. Very parched, y'all. I've been talking a lot today. And by the way, that's homemade apple juice that I have. Yes, McIntosh, the green apples. Also Granny Smith. Anyway, we don't have that in the Black community. Mothers and fathers are not willing to say, you know what, I'm gonna stay here in spite of what I feel for you. I'm gonna stick it out and stay here for the kids. And I feel that y'all owe that to the kids, like going back to the part about antinatalism. Okay, the child didn't ask to be born. The child didn't give its consent. You and the mom, you two are the ones that made the decision to sleep together and procreate. And you shouldn't run and shirk your responsibility, because you don't want to do the boring, mundane things. They want to run away from their responsibility. They want to continue to be able to party and live a single life. That's really what it is. They don't want no responsibility. They don't want no responsibility. Okay? They don't want to have to get up in the morning and get themselves ready for work, get the kids ready for work. Might be throwing a curveball where maybe the child is sick. You got to go pick the child up from school. Got to make a doctor's appointment. Got to deal with the growing pains. Deal with the homework. You know, deal with the teacher visits. Deal with the enrollment in the schools. Deal with getting the girls' hair done. Getting the boys their hair cut. Cooking. Cleaning. All these things that are not necessarily glamorous, that's not necessarily, showing off your baller status. You know, you don't want to deal with that. You don't think that's fun. You think that's boring. You think that's mundane. You want to live the exciting life. You want to go out and go to the club and party and drink and smoke and do all that type of ignorant stuff. And you don't want, well, guess what? If you want to do that, let me tell you, this is why I respect brother Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, aka Angel Snup Snup 77, aka Reality Temple on Earth. Let me tell you why I respect him, because guess what? He decided he don't have no kids. So here's the thing, take some notes. If you want to live that life, then become an antinatalist. Don't procreate. If you don't want children disrupting your single party life, then the common sense thing to do, you fucking fools, is to not have children. It's just that simple. And nobody can never say nothing about a brother like Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, aka Angel Snup Snup 7, aka Reality Temple on Earth, because he doesn't have children. There's nothing you could fucking say. You can't call him a deadbeat dad, for example. Brothers like him that don't got kids. You can't holler about, oh, boo-hoo, you on child support. A lot of y'all hate on men like him because they don't deal with child support. That's another thing I noticed. Y'all try to clown these men that don't got no kids, but really y'all be secretly envying them. I know people like that hate on, I know dudes that out here paying child support, they jealous of dudes that ain't got no kids, that's free as a bird. Y'all mad. Y'all try to act like y'all ain't, y'all be secretly hating on them. That's why they'll say stuff like, you ain't got no kids yet. They want you to be in the same position that they're in. It's really jealousy and envy and hate. Well, why don't you focus on the responsibility that you created, instead of worry about a childless man and why they decided to make the decision not to have no kids? Quit hating. Again, y'all, I'm gonna throw in our brother Operation Exodus Mississippi, aka Angel Snuff Snuff 7, aka Reality Temple on Earth. I'm putting his channel link in the description because this video was in part inspired by his video. Okay, I think I just had our sister Noble as well. She came in a chat I did earlier, and I spoke a little bit on her story and her struggle as it relates to antinatalism. When we give birth to children, when we're not understanding that we are placing them in a position of hardship, they're going to experience hardship. And she talked about how she was discriminated on her job by other Black people. And I hated hearing that. I hated hearing it because her economics was impacted. So I just make sure y'all go and subscribe to Sister Noble channel as well. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to Sister Noble channel, and make sure y'all go get her book. I'm going to quickly do a screen share here. Give me a second. Hold on one second, y'all. Give me a second to get it together here. But yeah, there's so many things that we need to be doing in the Black community. And earlier when I was talking, I was upset because this is a hot button issue to me when these holidays, like Father's Day and Mother's Day come around, and I look at the state of the Black community, and I look at the state that we're in, and I'm like, why do these people want praise for a situation that they put another human being in? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like the children that you brought on earth, they did not ask you to bring them on earth. This is Sister Noble's channel right here. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to her channel, and make sure y'all go and get her book. It's called God is on Trial. Once again, it's God is on Trial. And the extended title, of course, is How Religion Keeps Humanity Under Mind Control and Fear. Okay? So, yeah, when holidays like Father's Day and Mother's Day come up, it makes me, I don't get all caught up in the Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day. Now, I will say that to people. Like my brother, I sent my brother an email, and, I'm not going to get into his story, but my brother is deserving of a happy Father's Day. It's some men that have actually earned the title. So some people I will say happy Mother's Day and happy Father's Day too. I did send my brother email, but I don't get caught up in all this hype and all this pretending and all this fakeness. Do you know that there are some people that will celebrate Father's Day and Mother's Day with their mother and father, and they do not like their mother or father? Because and you know, a lot of them got just reason not to like their mother and father. They're doing it because that's what they've been taught to do by this society, and it's like they're just going through the motions. It's not anything that's real. It's not how they really feel. They're just literally just going through the motions. You understand? Just going through the motions. When instead of going through all of that, I'm saying let us re-examine why the hell are we actually celebrating a holiday such as Father's Day in the Black community when so many Black children are growing up without a father. You motherfuckers, and I tried to refrain from cursing, but what I hate is these motherfuckers going around talking shit about single mama this and single mama that. Bitch, it took a man running away from that woman to make her into a single mother, you stupid motherfucker. You trash. It takes a man and a woman to make a single mother. That's how that go. But you want somebody to sit here and say happy Father's Day to you when a very large percentage of the Black community, you go from man to Black woman to Black man to Black woman all across the damn country, and a lot of them will tell you they grew up without their father. They didn't know their father. Their father wasn't in the home. Tell me I'm motherfucking lying. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the motherfucking truth. And everybody that's on here listening know it. Now, I tried not to cuss, but I'm starting to get mad again because I don't like when people lie and front. Let me read some of y'all comments here because I'm in front of my laptop. I can sit down and look at the comments here and read it. Jerry Armstrong, LOL, said, preach Rashida. Okay. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like so serious. I swear to you. Listen, this ain't no joke to me. I'm sick of it. This is why I'm not going to be sitting out here throwing out random happy Father's Day or random happy Mother's Day. Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign said, who's supposed to pay for your children? A bunch of bums. Y'all need sterilization. You also said Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. You said men create child support laws, not women. But these cowards don't challenge these men. That is very interesting. You also said these men abandon their children and still want to be father. That's called a father. That's my problem. They want somebody to bow down and kiss the ground that they walk on just because they're the father. No, you have to remember the fact is the child didn't ask you to bring them on earth. The child, this is the antinatalist side of me. The child did not give you consent to be here. The child gave no consent. Why the hell do they need to thank you? Make it make sense. That really bothers me. Let's see who else we got on here. Selena Shepherd says, also, there are lots. Let me start. Hold on. You said co-parenting is not the standard. I agree. However, neither is turning a blind eye to infidelity and abuse in the relationship. Also, there are lots of men who are not mentally healthy enough to function properly when co-parenting, not just women. Selena, you're right. Actually, you hit the nail on the head right there. You hit on something very important here. A lot of them shouldn't be having children due to not being mentally prepared. I'm trying to be nice about it and find a nice way to say it. If you know you have emotional challenges, like at some point you become aware of this. Now, young people, really young people, which is why I encourage you to wait till you're 30 plus to have a child if you want to have a child. because that gives you a bit more time to become more mature and financially stable and emotionally mature, etc., to prepare you to deal with the challenges of raising a child. But I think that those that are not mentally stable, they shouldn't be having kids because of what I'm scrolling back up to your Selena just said. There's some of them are not, they're just not mentally ready. They're not there. Some of them will never get there. That's why those people should become antinatalists. Save your unborn children. Have compassion for your unborn children. Don't take it there. Because if you think, your mental condition is stressing you out without having a child, think about the stress and strain that's going to put on you with a child. And that's your fault. That's not the child's fault. That's your fault. That's something a situation that you created. So have some compassion and some common sense. Use common sense. Selena also said, I don't agree with staying together just for the kids, especially if the other parent can't be faithful in the relationship/marriage. A child can still have a healthy relationship with both parents. Well, I'm on the fence about that. I kind of think if they made a child, I'm kind of believe, hey, listen, you need to stick it out. You need to figure out a way and stick it out, because you did this. You created this. I can understand and I can see your side of the argument in that regard, but I feel they need to figure out a way to work it out. I mean, we did it before, prior to the civil rights movement, and during, Black families was working it on out. I mean, I don't think for 1 minute these marriages that lasted, 30, 40, 50 years, I'm not no fool. Somebody was cheating. Somebody wasn't doing right. I'm not no fool. But I think that staying together is better than splitting up. Once you have, now if you ain't got no kids, that's different. But when you bring in innocent people into the ball game, you should try your best, put forth your best effort. At the very least, Selena, is what I'm saying. Put forth an effort. Don't just walk away at the first argument. Don't walk away at the first fight. No, put forth some effort. Put some effort into it. It's just so many problems. Like I got such issues with this whole Father's Mother's Day stuff. Trucking with Dante Johnson says, what about the fathers who do the right thing by their children? Do you praise those fathers? Oh, absolutely. Earlier, Trucking with Dante, I was talking about a man named Joel Ware off of a show called Ready to Love, a dating show. I was talking about Joel, okay? And Joel is on this show on OWN, which is Oprah Winfrey's network. And the show Ready to Love, it is produced by a Black man named Will Packer. And these singles are coming together on this show, Black singles looking to find love. And Joel isn't it? I like Joel. Everybody liked him because they was like, oh, he's so fine. That ain't my reasoning for liking him. I liked him. His wife passed away, and he's raising 2 twins. And you could just tell in the interaction that he had with the adults at this one resort. He went in the kitchen and started preparing the food and started serving everybody. And I was like, wow, that's a beautiful person, a beautiful human being that don't mind serving. But you could just tell that this is what he does on a regular basis, because he's raising his children. He's cooking meals for them, taking care of them on a day-to-day basis. So absolutely, I praise Black fathers like that. Hell yeah. I told y'all, I told my brother happy Father's Day. I told him that earlier today, because he's worthy. The ones that's worthy, absolutely, I'm gonna give them their props. But to me, I feel like it's such a small percentage of those men in our community, and I wish we could clone those men. You understand? I wish that we could clone those men. Good evening, Deej Talbert. So much love to you, and thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you. Jimmy Choo Choo, there is no racist content on here. I'm a dark-skinned, black, oppressed woman. There is no fucking way I could be racist. I'm not in a position to be racist against anybody. I don't control the economics. Okay. I don't control the economics. And shout out to his name escapes me, but he's a light-skinned black man that's been traveling around the country for years, talking about black economics and group economics and trying to help black people. Claude Anderson, that's his name. He's the first person that I learned that, the truth that black people cannot be racist because we're not in a position of political or economic power. So there is no racist content on here. That you're not making sense. It is impossible for me to, I don't hold any fucking power. What fucking power do I fucking hold? That actually pisses me the fuck off. For somebody to say that. It's stupid. I was trying to just get to all the comments here. And you still up here talking about some happy Father's Day. Well, you can say happy Father's Day, Jimmy Choo Choo. I don't fucking really care. I don't care what you tell other people. I'm on here speaking my views and my fucking opinions. This is how Rashida Strober feels about Father's Day. I'm not going to be going around just throwing it around to any old body. If you haven't been a father, why the fuck do I need to tell you happy Father's Day? And even if you have been a good dad, you still, the fact remains, even if you have been a good dad and a good mom, that is wonderful. The child still didn't ask to be born. You have to remember that. Hey, champion of truth. Hi, champion of truth. If you're still on here, you have to remember that. Thomas Wright said, Jimmy, thank you. Happy Daddy's Day to you. Happy Daddy's Day to everyone. You are loved. Thomas Wright also said black men have kids when they're young and dumb, like 19 or 20. How can you raise a kid with a bitter baby mother? That's the fucking problem. Stop having children at 19 and 20. That in and of itself is fucking stupid. That's the problem. Therein lies the problem. And I'm talking about for the mama and the daddy. Unless your ass is, I might give you a pass if you're wealthy, because then at least you can take care of the child, but you're still not emotionally ready. You're probably going to have your mom. And then that's another thing. These people, what they'll do is they'll throw their children off to be raised by the grandmama or the granddad. Why the hell do you think that your mom and your dad is supposed to raise your child after them and raise your ass? 19 and 20-year-olds should not be having children. Like I said, unless I might give you a pass if you got a lot of money and a hell of a support system around you, then okay. Because you got elders that's been there and done that, and they can help. And you have money. Money makes all the fucking difference in the world. Y'all can sit up here and holler about money don't use a motherfucking lie. If you run around here with 4 and 5 kids from different baby daddies, and you ain't got no damn money, you broke, you ain't got a high school diploma, you can't read, you ain't got no job skills, you gonna be fucking broke. And that's a damn problem. That's a fucking problem. That's common fucking sense. That's a goddamn problem. That's a problem. But want somebody to be hollering about happy Father's Day and happy Mother's Day? No, absolutely not. And of course, these retailers, these stores and markets and malls, they want to prey on you because they want to make money off of you. Of course, they're going to use the holidays to get people to feel, get this feeling of, oh, my mom and my dad, and to start feeling all sentimental and I got to buy a gift. And all that's going to do is translate into dollar signs for them. They don't care about you. They care about making money. So they're doing nothing but using you. That's another aspect to it. They're doing nothing but using you, from going out to eat to these restaurants, to going shopping in these malls, you know, to whatever else you're doing to spend money in celebration of these holidays. They're really consumer days, money-making days. It's not really authentic because, again, think about it this way, even if you do celebrate Father's Day or Mother's Day, why the hell can't you celebrate Father's Day or Mother's Day every day if you got a good mom and dad? Why the hell do you need to wait one day out the year to acknowledge your mama and your daddy? Let's say, for the sake of argument, that I do agree with having Father's Day and Mother's Day. Why do you need one day to celebrate it? That's hypocritical to me. Celebrate it every day. I don't understand it. I just don't understand these people. I don't understand how, you know, how they just birth children into the world and the children don't give consent, but you want thanks and praise for it. I just don't understand that. It irks me. Hurst Kevin says birth control has been around since the 1960s. My mom says a woman don't have to have a baby unless you want one. I don't know if she believes in abortion. Okay. That doesn't relieve a man of his fucking responsibility just because there's birth control. I'm not one that's going to sit here and put off all the responsibility of reproduction on one sex. Absolutely not. I'm holding both accountable. It takes the man and the woman. I don't give a damn how much birth control there is. I don't care about that. What I care about is people like Angel Snup 7, Reality's Temple on Earth. Make that argument to him. How was he able to end the birth control? He had his own fucking birth control. You can't sit there and just depend on a woman. As a man, you can have your own birth control. You can't put that all off on a female. That doesn't make no damn sense, man. That's the thing. There's no accountability. But they want Happy Father's Day. Where's your accountability? You got to be a fool to dump all the birth control responsibility off on a woman. That's stupid. And a woman has got to be a complete and utter idiot to dump all of the birth control responsibility off on a man. No, it has to be both parties. It's called accountability. Why don't our community want to fucking take accountability? Why? Why are we always looking for loopholes and excuses? Lord have mercy. I'm trying to read everybody's comments. Jerry said, I can honestly say I am not. And I think I did read everybody on her comments because I had scrolled all the way back up to the top. No caller ID says 72756400066. I don't know what that's about, but okay. I think I had read everybody's comments. Oh, LA Universal said, I'm really enjoying reading your book, Rashida. Why, thank you. If you're still on here, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I want you to know I appreciate that. See, I'm in here on the laptop now, y'all. And I was very upset earlier. I was mad because I'm triggered by, I hate hearing he grew up without a father or she grew up without her dad. And here come Father's Day around and motherfuckers just like want you to just act like none of that doesn't exist. All these fatherless homes. No, I can't pretend like that. I cannot pretend like that, y'all. I got to be honest about how I'm feeling. So I was like mad about it. Like, come on. But I'm home. I'm a little bit calmer and relaxed and chill. I had my green tea. Hurst Kevin said, Black youth make babies so they can get things from grandparents or get attention they're not getting. You might be right, but that is extremely ignorant. You are creating a lifetime of nothing but hardship. Because let's face it, these women in the church that can lie all day, and it's what they do. They be lying, telling these young people, oh, God will work it out, and this, that, and the third. You know, what you really are is you're a hater, and you want to see, a lot of them, they haters, they're undercover haters. You want to see that young girl or that young man go through the hell that you went through. So you're, you know, you're not telling them the truth. You know, you maybe you want them to be dependent on you. You don't want them to do better than what you did. You don't. Well, I truly believe that some of these people that have a whole bunch of kids and that don't have a lot of money and resources, they be straight jealous when they see a young black person, whether they be a young black man or a young black female that's successful and got money. They living good. They could go where they want. They ain't got nothing to hold them back. They ain't on no child support. I believe y'all motherfuckers be jealous of them. Y'all be jealous. So y'all secretly want them to fucking do bad. Y'all some of y'all are some undercover. That's another aspect to this as well. Some of y'all are some straight undercover haters. Some of y'all are some straight up undercover haters, y'all. Straight up. Okay. I'm gonna stop the screen sharing. I got the God is on trial here. I'm gonna be dropping the links. I'm dropping the links in the chat box because I want you guys to go and I want y'all to purchase Sister Noble book. Her channel, if you just go to YouTube, you're gonna see her channel right here. I'm dropping the link for her channel in here. So this is Sister Noble. This is her channel. Y'all go and y'all make sure y'all support her. I am dropping her channel link in there. And again, this is her book, God is on Trial. Also, our brother, Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, I'm dropping his channel links. I want you guys to go and support this brother because he in part inspired this particular live. So please make sure you go and support the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministries as well. I'm dropping all of these links in the chat. They're easy. Go and support. And I had put, now if you want to make a donation to Sister Noble, if you look in the description to this live, it's all right there. You can find her Cash App, which is $Alberta41. Once again, $Alberta41. So again, if you go to the description to this live that I'm doing right now, you're going to see Sister Noble's information, including her YouTube channel, her Cash App, and her the information about where to get her book. And you're going to see our brother Reality Temple on Earth, his channel, and you're going to see Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, his channel. It's all right there. All right. So make sure you guys go and support our brothers and sisters. Support. The book, again, Sister Noble's book is God is on Trial. God is on Trial. And as we can see, she has five stars. I would say 5 stars. Okay, so you know you're getting ready to read an excellent book. If you guys want to support me, make sure y'all go to my Cash App and make a donation. The Cash App is $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. The PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. How we know that we should not be, thank you, Kevin, for donating. I appreciate that. How we know, y'all, that we should have some reservations about celebrating Father's Day is if we look at the state of our community. And my thing is the most painful, hurtful thing, I got to go back to this, is all this talk about I grew up without a father. Do you understand the impact that it has on a person's life if they got their father and their mama, even if the father and the mom are a bit toxic? Okay, yes, I can admit, because I think that somebody came back on here. I was trying to read the comment. Selena said, though me and my ex-husband are no longer together, he stepped up and is now an amazing father for our son in spite of our failed marriage. That's awesome. And I have the same thing, you know. I can relate to that, Selena, because I don't like my ex-husband at all. He was a bad husband, but an excellent father. I'm gonna be honest now. The man is an excellent father. I'm not gonna even sit there and lie. And I don't like him. I don't like him as a person. But is he a good father? Hell yeah. Okay. Y'all just don't know that the wonderful impact that it has on a child's life if they're raised by their mom and their dad. If we could just put all the other stuff aside, you understand? I'm trying to make sure I read everybody comment that, you know, as people start commenting more. You know, having your mama and your daddy there, it just gives you this extra added you know, it's like I know that I'm important. I know that I'm loved. I know that I'm cared for. You got two people on your team that love and support you. Can you just imagine if a child, every Black child had their mom and their dad, how powerful of a community we would be? Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that? I mean, do you? Let me read what Jared say. God only protects the righteous, for John the Baptist told the Pharisees, you brood of vipers, who warned you for the coming of the Lord, therefore bears fruits worthy of repentance. And Jerry also said, for God said to himself, a wicked generation asks for a sign. Operation Exodus Mississippi says, it takes two to make a baby. Duh, absolutely. But they forget that while they're online trashing single mothers. They forgot that it took a man to make that single mother. Hurst Kevin says, our sisters were not put on birth control because it would give them a green light to have sex. So they get pregnant. I mean, my sister born in 1952. I don't know what you were trying to say. It's Cousina, born in 1951, 1950, all had babies at 16. And see, that's got to stop. All this teenage pregnancy crap, that's a big problem. And that's a big problem in all communities, to be honest. Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign said Black men aren't full functioning men. They don't mind being dominated by other men, then take their frustration out on women. There's a ton of truth to that. We can be mad about that. We could be mad about what he just said, but you're actually telling the truth. You're actually telling the truth. Roger Chandler said birth control is a sin. I don't know about that, Roger, because some of these people need to be practicing some form of birth control. You can practice a form of birth control called abstinence, aka antinatalism. You can do that. That's free. That don't cost you nothing. Hurst Kevin said, my younger brother made 4 babies before graduation from high school. Oh my God. They thought he was going to be last to run the football. Having 2 parents doesn't mean they're good parents. Well, that's true. I mean, I can agree with you. But I just think that if you got 2 parents and you got 2 people in your corner, 2 is better than just 1. I understand and I hear what you're saying, but I would still rather see every Black child. And if they mess up, if the child grow up and mess up, okay, then I can say, okay, well, you know what? You had 2 parents that was there for you. You know, you got to take some accountability. You know, Roger Chandler says, undercover hater true. Yeah, they be hating on people that ain't got kids. I know people like that. They're so angry that they got to pay child support, and they getting their checks docked, and they see this person, this brother or sister that's, you know, they could be young, or because it don't matter. They could be, you know, they could be young, they could be old, they could be whatever the case may be. But the fact of the matter is, the person ain't got kids, they're gonna be in a better economic situation. That's just what it is. And some people be hating on that. And so when they see these young people, they don't encourage them not to have kids. They sit there and they want them to have kids, knowing that they're not equipped for it, because they want them to be in a bad situation. They're haters. And I can't stand people like that. I can't stand jealous, envious people like that want to see the next generation do bad. Shame on your motherfucking asses. And stop hating on the older people that decided not to have kids, and they got money and they living their fucking best life. That's what they decided to do. Stop hating. Stop hating. Worry about marrying the woman that you had kids from, or the man that you had kids from. and do what you need to do. Selena Shepherd says, but it could be better if we were still together. I agree with you. LOL, so I feel you on trying to make it work. Selena says, Jerry, stop with the preaching. Majority of your comments have been putting the women in the hot seat, but you like holding men accountable for their actions. Username talking about Go Father's Day. Okay, here we go with a hater. I ain't worried about that. Jerry says, Selena, black man ain't ish. I can admit that. Jerry also says, Selena, F the black man. And then you also said, I'm real, Selena. I was just making sure, y'all, but I can see you not later. Well, you know, like I said, I think Father's Day and holidays like it should be used as a time of reflection on our responsibility to hold ourselves accountable, to take stock in where we're at. That's what I think Father's Day and Mother's Day should be used for. And I am not one that is going to solely blame one gender. I never do that. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon with the just, oh, it's all the black woman's fault or oh, it's all the black man's fault. Nope. I am not jumping on. I'm talking about the black men because Father's Day is around the corner. I feel the same way about Mother's Day. Okay, it's no different. But what I am so tired of hearing, I'm tired of seeing the news reports and documentaries and people that go to court because they've getting ready and then got in trouble with the law and all these saying, I grew up without a father. I grew up without a father. I grew up without a. If you got all these people saying that in the black community they grew up without a father, don't you think that there's a problem? Don't you think that this needs to be addressed? You know, this needs to be addressed. Stop running away from your responsibility. That makes me so angry. If you want to party, don't have kids. If you want to do your little drugs and alcohol, don't have kids. Just don't have kids. That's all it is to it. You can make this very simple. If you ain't ready, then don't have kids. I'm just so sick of this sexual irresponsibility of both genders, not just one. Anyway, I said what I needed to say on my second round here. I'm tired. It's 12 o'clock at night, y'all. I'm finna lay it down and take my butt on the bed. Okay. In closing, you guys can see we got Sister Noble, her book, God is on Trial. Make sure y'all go get this book. It's an excellent book. Make sure y'all go to her channel and subscribe, Sister Noble. All you got to do is go to YouTube and type in Sister Noble, and her channel is going to come up. Go subscribe. Make sure you go and subscribe to our brother's Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. All you got to do is type in Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry, and our brother channel is going to pop up. So make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you go subscribe to our brother Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. Go subscribe to this brother's channel. Very, very powerful information to share with y'all. So yes, and I want to say thank you very much, because I want to say thank you to Angel Snup Snup 7, and I want to say thank you to the Reality's Temple on Earth, and I want to say thank you to Operation Exodus Mississippi. Those are all the names he goes by, because you are the person that actually inspired my Fuck Father's Day lives today. So for that, I'd like to say thank you. And I do appreciate that. And that's why I said I want y'all to make sure y'all go and support. I appreciate you for your call to accountability, because you know that's really what it is. That's really what caught my attention. you're calling the brothers to be accountable. That's what you did. You told them, hey, look, this is the time to be accountable. Instead of y'all wanting to hear a happy Father's Day, let's take some accountability. Let's re-examine. Let's reassess. This is what we need to do. So I want to thank y'all for watching tonight. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. Like I said, please subscribe to Reality's Temple on Earth. Please subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. Please subscribe to Sister Noble's channel. And also, please make sure you purchase Sister Noble's book, God is on Trial. And with that being said, I want to thank you for taking the time to listen and watch tonight. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. Y'all have a good evening. Oh, thank you. Love you too, Jerry. I appreciate that. Rashida, did you ever, I'm reading your comments, Alina. You said, Rashida, did you ever get the chance to email me? The Black Mind Meet platform would love to have you as a guest. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure what email you sent it to. I did. I'm not sure if that was you or not, but I did get an email with an invite from a person that wanted me to, I think this person was either an undergraduate student or a graduate student that was doing some research on dark skin discrimination, Darkism. But Selena, I just dropped the email there in the chat, so you can shoot me an email again. And I got to get better about checking my emails. Sometimes I don't get a chance to check my emails like I want to, but I'll be looking out for that email. Thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a wonderful evening.